hold on to that. First thing I want you to notice about the boards is that they're blank on all 4 sides. There's nothing printed on either side as of yet. And you can see this up close. Now we switch, Matthew. The boards are yours, chalk is mine. Put a hand here, put a hand here. Back 2 corners. And kind of turn your feet so you're facing me dead on. Perfect. I'm going to take a piece of chalk, I'm going to toss it in between the 2 slates. Now in that short amount of time, Matthew, I could not have written anything, true? You hold on to the slates, keep them still and keep them level. You may feel something. If you feel something, don't get excited and drop the slates. Feel free to get excited, but don't drop the slates. Still and level, just like you have them there. Now tear up. All the numbers are different, true? Just like Dana's mom's phone number. There's not, I know certain things about the number. I know the first number has to be a 1. And there's not another 1. Say what? For the first time, so they're all in on this together, Tara, what was the total? Just tell us.
1360.
Did you write it down? Let me show it to Matthew. Wow. It is really bad writing. Looks like mine. 1364. Okay, it's not on the calculator because she didn't need it because that's how good she is. I haven't touched those slates since I gave them to you. They were blank when I handed them to you. You saw them as close to your face. I don't want to touch them now. Just turn around so you're facing the center of the room. Matthew, put one of your hands flat underneath. Tira was thinking number 1364. Matthew, lift up on the top slate. Thanks. Now, the bit with the slates is a little bit strange. I mean, everything you do is kind of weird, or I wouldn't do it in the first place. But that is particularly so. But it gives you an idea about the other part of the show is like, because part of what I do is mental, it deals with the mind, and the other part is physical. It has to do with things you actually see happen up here on stage and out there in the audience. I have a couple of these physical demonstrations for you, then just something to wrap up this afternoon's show. This one, by way of introduction to this entire segment, how many have ever heard the word poltergeist before? Everyone since the movie came out in the sequels? Yeah, poltergeist, German word. It means noisy ghost, noisy spirit. It's used to describe a phenomenon like in a house that is supposedly haunted where physical things take place. Objects move around. You come downstairs in the morning, your living room furniture has mysteriously rearranged itself. Your little sister comes home from school, gets sucked through the television set. Things like that, common everyday occurrences. Now, there are 3 explanations as to what a poltergeist might be. One explanation is that it is the spirit of someone who has gone on. Now they're back and they're upset because they're dead, and they're causing these things to happen. Second explanation is common occurrences, practical jokes, that's blown way out of proportion. Third explanation is that someone in the house or someone in the area is actually causing these things to happen, but they don't even know that they're doing it. They're doing it totally on an unconscious level. There's something called psychokinesis or mind over matter. That's what the next 2 demonstrations are based on. Not necessarily how I will be doing them, but that's what they're based on. First one's real simple, real direct. I can't always do it. If it happens this afternoon, it will happen on this table. The focal point for the demonstration will be this little pine stick, this little block of wood. It's been sitting up here all morning. We're also going to use that book again as sort of a prop or a stand, and we will borrow, I don't know, who should we borrow? We'll borrow the lady in the pink hat. Yes, or the kerchief thing, whatever it is. Come on up here. Round of applause for her. Bring her up. How you doing? What's your first name? Antoinette. Nice to see you. Antoinette, come around here. First thing I want you to do, Antoinette, is to pick up that block of wood and take a look at it. Make sure that it is a block of wood. There are no strings or wires attached to it. It's not been broken open. Nothing has been inserted inside. But Antoinette, using your expert knowledge of lumber, you would say that that is what?
A block of wood.
Very good, Antoinette. Now, Antoinette, besides the wood, we're also going to use this book. I want you to you can look through it if you want, but mostly pay particular attention to the outside of the book, to the cover. Run your hand down the spine. Make sure you can't press anything in. Nothing pops back out. It is a solid hardbound book. Okay, Antoinette, take this rubber band, wrap it around the book, bring it down about halfway. Yeah, perfect. You're so good, Antoinette. Antoinette, help me move this table forward a bit, and I'll explain what we're going to do. You and I are going to leave the stage, Antoinette. We're going to go down there on the floor. I'm going to take the book. I'll show you. I'm going to take the book, and I'm going to set it upright like it's in a bookcase. Then I'm going to take the block of wood and lean it up against the spine of the book at an angle. From a distance, we'll stand over there somewhere. From a distance, I'm going to try to manipulate the block of wood. I'm going to try to get it to move without doing anything to it. I'm not going to blow on it. I'm not going to attach a string and pull it. I'm not going to kick the staging or anything like that, and I'll be away from the table. That's why you're going to be so close to me. Make sure that I don't do any of those things. And since you'll be standing so close to what may happen, you have to hold real still too. I mean, breathe, but not real heavy. Now, I can't always do this, Antoinette. If I can't do it this afternoon, bear with me. We'll go on to something else real quick, I promise. But give me a little bit of time, and try not to laugh while it's going on, because I look really stupid trying to get the thing to fall over.
Antoinette, come on down here. I'll show you what we're going to do. We will probably stand here. And if we stand here, Antoinette, you can still see everything. You can see the top of the table, the block, and the book, yes? Okay. Antoinette, this is the same book you looked at a second ago. And this is the same block of wood. You looked at it, no strings, no wires, and you proclaimed it a block of wood. I'll lean it up against the book like this. That's not the direction I'm going to try to push it in. It's almost like I'm standing behind it and I'm trying to push it forward.